Hey, so I actually wasn't planning to do another video tonight. It's Sunday night and I am a student and I was gonna hang out and do work. But I got a really awesome YouTube comment that I just noticed tonight because I'm really bad at checking my messages apparently. And I was like, you know what? Why not? I'll make another video. So in regarding to the fact that I was not planning to make a video, I apologize because my makeup looks like shit right now. I basically touched up my face, put more blush and bronzer on, and was like, okay, let's do this. For this student, I'm obsessed with makeup. It's really bad. I just bought makeup today. No shame. Not at all. Anyway, back to the real point of my video. So this is the LGBT 30-day challenge again, and I'll be doing days 5, 6, 7, and most likely 8. I'll let you know if that changes. Thoughts regarding inner turmoil about your sexuality. Did you have any? Did it escalate to self-injury or suicidal thoughts? That's a really difficult question. I definitely did have a lot of inner turmoil with my sexuality. As I said, I'm from a super small town, so being gay was definitely not accepted and the norm. And I had a lot of inner turmoil that way, how to come out to people. Should I even come out to people? How to do it? What to do if they don't like it? I don't know if it really escalated to the point of self-injury or suicidal thoughts. I do have depression. I've had depression, I don't even know from when, but I don't think it was because of my sexuality, originally. I think it definitely had something to do with it. I don't really think that it's escalated to a point where it was bad, self-injury or suicidal thoughts. I, for one, never self-injured. I did a lot of self-medication for years. I've had suicidal thoughts, but I do not think they were related to my sexuality or inner turmoil with that at all. It was completely other unrelated topics. But it definitely didn't help, for sure. I mean, being from a place where being gay or anything that isn't straight is completely not okay. So I think it definitely didn't help me, and it definitely caused me a lot of anxiety in high school. But once I got out, that anxiety went away. It took me a while to realize that it's okay to come out to people. It's okay to say that you're not straight or that you're different. My town affected me a lot more than I thought, and I didn't really realize it till I moved to New York City and I started to meet people. And I was terrified to come out to them because I thought they were going to treat me like everyone in my hometown does. And then I realized no one really does that here. It's a completely different place, and people think differently and see other people who are different way differently. But it definitely was something that I needed to get used to and be comfortable with. And I'm still not even comfortable with sometimes. I mean, I'm not out at work in my office, and that terrifies me. I don't want to come out to my bosses or anyone who works there. I feel like it's none of their business also, but that also gives me a lot of anxiety sometimes, especially when my bosses ask me if I have a boyfriend, if I'm going on dates, and I have to be no, I'm kind of too busy for that. I'm in school and stuff. But basically, the point of the question is I don't think it added to I don't think it helped my mental issues, but I definitely don't think it is the main part of it. I have a lot of other things that are fueling that right now, but I definitely think my sexuality is one of them. Sorry. So question number 6: did you face any problems regarding religion? Yes and no. My family never grew up very religious. I didn't go to church till I was probably 14. No, not later than that. Maybe 10? That even seems a little too young. We never really went to church. Sunday mornings was at home with my parents. My dad was reading the newspaper. We never went to church every morning. I never really learned anything about it. The only time I remember being troubled about it younger was that I came home from school one day crying because all the kids in my class told me I was going to hell because I didn't go to church. I was also maybe 7. But we didn't go to church on a regular basis. Also, my entire town is Catholic, and my parents were not raised that way, so they didn't really want to take me to a Catholic church. But we ended up going to a Presbyterian church when I entered high school and like got really involved with it. The Presbyterian church is very accepting of being queer, so I never had the whole like inner turmoil with religion, as it was never a big part of my life. But it was definitely nice to go to a place where I felt like I could be myself, even though I didn't really come out to people at my church for a couple years, because I still had a little hesitation. Because growing up, you always get the sense that with the church, like, you can't be gay, like, God won't love you, you're going to hell, it's a sin. So even though I was pretty sure they'd be okay with it, I still, like, was hesitant about it. Or I would only tell, like, a couple of my friends there who knew it first, and then, like, it progressed to more people. And now I'm pretty much out to everyone, so it's fine. But, yeah. Day 7. How your parents took it, or how you think they might take it. So I am out to my parents, so I will go with the first part of that question. At first, it was not that good at all. I remember the night that my dad found out, or that I came out, as in, I didn't really come out of the closet exactly. Like, it never was like the sit down, hey dad or mom, I have to tell you something. I was like in my bedroom, hanging out, going to bed. And at that time, I had like a girlfriend. We hadn't met in person yet. We were just talking on IM. Like, that's how long ago it was. Like, when AIM was like popular. Yeah. Like, yeah. And my dad like came up the stairs suddenly, was just like really upset and frustrated, I think. And then just kind of like said, "Are you gay?" And I looked at him and I was like, I think. I don't know if I said I think. I'm not really sure what I said to him. And then I remember him like be like, "That's not acceptable," and then going downstairs. And that was like it. And my mom was out of town, so I think he called her and told her. I'm not really sure. But when she came back, I know my parents like sat down with me and were like, you're closing a lot of doors, and this isn't something that you should tell people. Like, you need to be quiet about this, and that we don't really think you know what you're saying. And I kind of like looked at them and said, you're right, I don't know what I'm saying, but I know that liking girls is something that's always going to be part of me. So, yeah. That's kind of like how that whole thing went. Now they're very okay with it. Like, my parents always ask me if I have a girlfriend or if I'm seeing someone, or always want to talk about it. And now I feel a lot more comfortable talking about my sexuality and what's going on in that whole sense of my life, because they are really accepting of it, and I know that they want to be a part of my life, and that if I do ever meet someone, that they want to meet them and accept them and love them just like they love me. Okay, what do you think the closet or being closeted means to you? I mean, in general, I think the closet or being closeted means something different to everybody. I know that a lot of people say, who don't really understand what it's like to be in the closet, so I mean like people who are not gay or not part of the LGBT community, that it's stupid, you shouldn't have to hide, come out, be proud. Or people who've been out for a while even say that. And I can say that it's not that easy. It's not easy just to be like, hey guys, I'm gay. Like, a lot of times it's a lot of self-discovery and a lot of time spent thinking and figuring out basically you. Because especially in society, we're grown to say that for me, who's a female, like, I'm going to fall in love with a male and we're going to get married and have kids. And for someone to find out that that's not their path is really difficult. And I think the closet, in a way, isn't hiding, but just like, it's a place for you to reflect on yourself. Like National Coming Out Day, or the whole idea that gays just need to come out and get all out there. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. I think that you need to come out when you're ready, and that coming out and being in the closet is so personal. Like, I can't even describe how personal it is. Coming out before you're ready could be so bad for you if you're not really sure what you are or what you're feeling. Coming out and saying one thing only to change it a week later, like, that's completely normal when you're trying to figure things out. God, I've been out of the closet for 7 years now, and I still have questions about my sexuality and my gender identity and everything. Like, it's not something that should be taken lightly. I think that being in the closet isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think being in the closet is just your way of telling everyone that you need time to figure out who you are. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like a lot of people in the LGBT community think that if you're in the closet that you're just hiding. And I don't think that at all. I think that if I ever met someone who's in the closet and wanted just to share their experience with me, I would tell them stay in the closet as long as you feel. If you want to stay in there one more day or another year, whatever, stay in there until you feel ready to come out of it. And I don't think and I feel so bad for the people who get like basically follow the closet on their face because someone found them out and told everyone. Like, that's kind of what happened to me with my parents. And that sucks because I was not ready to tell them and they just kind of found out. So I think that the closet's very personal. And it's not where you're hiding. It's just somewhere that gives you a chance to sort out your feelings and your thoughts. And that no one should pull you out of the closet before you're ready. Of course, you want people to talk to you while you're in the closet to figure things out. But coming out of the closet or having someone else out you is so, like, no. It actually really upsets me when people do that. Because coming out and being in the closet is such a personal choice. If you want to be in the closet for the next, 4 years, feel free. Do it. No problem with me. If you want to come out tomorrow, again, no problem with me. But it's you who have to make that choice, not anyone else, and no one should out you. Like, no one. So if you've ever outed someone or thinking about outing someone, don't. Let them do it on their own time. It's so much better that way, and they're going to feel so much better about themselves. Trust me. Okay, that's all I'm going to say on that. So that's the end of these 4 days. I'm not really sure how long this video is. I feel like I'm going to edit this a lot because I rambled a lot. Yeah. So, please subscribe to my channel, and I'm not going to be like all those people that say, oh, every day on this day I'll put out a video, because that's not true. I'll put a video when I have time. Like, I think I put one out last Thursday, now it's Sunday. I don't know. But subscribe to my channel, comment below, message me questions, anything. And tell me if you guys like what I'm doing. Alright, see you guys soon. Bye.